What is up, guys? If you are new to my channel, my name is Jennifer. I am a full-time data analyst and a full-time IT baddie, and on this channel we do everything tech related, from vlogs to advice, you name it. So if you like what you hear and see, don't forget to subscribe and do all of the nice things as we get into today's lesson. So guys, I want to actually talk about the importance of you going to networking events or tech events. And I know for my introverts, trust me, I'm also an introvert, but it is so important that you learn to go to tech events, because guys, CEOs are at those tech events, your future co-workers are at those tech events, and you do not want to miss an opportunity for you to get an internship or a job via a tech event, okay? And the reason why I say it's so important is because you learn about new job opportunities by simply going to tech events. I will say that earlier on this year in March, I went to a Snowflake tech event for data specifically. And in that tech event, I actually learned about organizations that were willing to actually train unemployed youths and actually get them work in huge companies like Pick and Pay. And I think the other one was Wonga, I believe. Yeah, Wonga and all those other companies. So you don't know what you're missing out on if you don't go to these tech events. Not only that, but it doesn't mean that you have to actually speak to the CEO if you're scared of them, right? You can speak to some people who are interns or people who look just like you and me, right? They are going to be able to hook you up. I will say that in the last tech event, I did meet a data engineer who actually told me that he didn't have a degree, and he actually went to We Think Code to get him permanent employment after he did the whole, like, I think boot camp or course thing at We Think Code. So those are already opportunities that I already learned about for data engineering or people who don't even have degrees. So if I were you, I would make sure to go to as many tech events as possible, because you don't know what opportunities you might be missing out on. Another thing to note is that in tech events, there is a lot of free food. So guys, like, if you are hungry, you know, it's that time of the month and they didn't pay your NASFAs, just make sure to go to that tech event, because there will be food. Yo, guys, like, when I say that they serve you premium food, tea, coffee, you name it. Hey, shame. There was a time I went hungry and I went out there with a full stomach. So just make sure that you go to tech events, guys. Like, let me tell you, it is going to be worth your time. And sometimes you do actually get to talk to some of these executives or CEOs, and I would actually encourage you to do so, because it will help you boost your confidence. And remember, having confidence is very important to be hired in terms of like interviews. You want to have confidence in terms of like when you're presenting data to stakeholders. So it could be really nice practice for you if, for example, you haven't had luck with interviews per se, just to learn how to talk to a lot of these big shots that might be a lot bigger than what you might perceive in real life. But a lot of these people are actually friendly, so I would tell you to give it a shot so that you can boost your confidence. So normally how tech events are structured, from what I've usually gone to, is that at first, you know, you'll get to eat the nice food and everything, and that's also a networking portion. So before the event starts, that's a lot of time for you to actually network with some of the CEOs or some of these interns or permanent employees, and just get a feel for why they're there, and if they're like, you know, any opportunities that they might introduce you to. And then after that portion is done, they will now move on to the main event, which is to present why their product is important. And by they, I mean the company that's hosting the networking event. So usually they'll present why their product is important, why you need to study their product, or why a specific company should invest in that product. And it takes quite a bit of while, but if you sit through it and then you get through that, then towards the end of the whole networking event, you get to network again and also talk to other people, and sometimes you're able to win prizes. So if you stay towards the end, you're able to win some prizes. So let me tell you, like, if you're not going away with free food, maybe a potential employer or a job might be going away with something free. So if I were you, I would make sure to go to tech events. And that's a wrap, guys. So don't forget that your homework is to like, share, and subscribe on both YouTube and TikTok. And I shall see you in the next lesson.